Hey guys, what's up? It's Cannabis with KymB from New York City. I am the CMO of Tokes, which is a really beautiful CBD and cannabis lifestyle company. I'm filling in for Jimmy Young, and guess what, guys? I love pro cannabis media. That's a fact.
In the Weeds with Jimmy Young is supported by Revolutionary Clinics, now in 2, soon to be 3 locations in Cambridge and in Somerville in the greater Boston area. Rev Clinics is where the patient comes first. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another edition of In the Weeds with Jimmy Young, on location at the CWCB Expo at the Heinz Auditorium here in Boston, Massachusetts. This is In the Weeds with Jimmy Young, and usually I find some really interesting people to talk to, and I think I might have found another one again. Her name is KymB Byrnes, and hi, Kim.
Hello, it's such a pleasure, and thank you so much for having me on your show.
Well, I think there's a reason why people get to meet, talk, and get to know each other a little bit more, and putting the camera in the room and the recording device in the room sometimes gets people unnerved. I don't think that's going to be true with you. Am I accurate there?
You are so accurate. I'm excited to talk to you, and anything about cannabis makes me excited.
All right, fair enough. So tell me a little bit about what you do and why you're here at this show.
Well, I'm here at the show for a few different reasons. I'm an exhibitor, so I am lucky enough to be the co-founder and CMO of Tokes, which is a vaping and lifestyle company based out in New York City, meatpacking district. But I'm also doing some of the grassroots marketing for the conference itself.
Cool. There you go. That's what we like to hear, is a multitasking, multi-talented person. So tell me about your company in New York. And this fascinates me because, Massachusetts is an adult use legal state. New York tried. They didn't get it done. But the governor wants to get it done.
Well, does he?
Well, anyway, he says he does so he can get those votes because they are politicians after all. But tell me a little bit about, you're in the space in New York in a medical marijuana legal state.
Exactly.
So how do you, again, I'm fascinated that you opened up a business there.
Well, we don't actually do all of our processing there. Really, New York is our headquarters. So my business partner and I are both like New Yorkers through and through. Well, she's actually from Boston, but been in New York for 8 years. And we really enjoy the scene there. New York has been really, really interesting for Tokes because as a CBD company, it's been kind of like this gray area. However, we found a way to just really coexist with all of the legislation that's out there, and decided to go ahead and just expand the business. So Tokes grew into Tribe Brands, and we now have a vaping company, which is great and has been amazing. I mean, boo for Massachusetts for banning vapes, but
the state didn't, the governor did. Okay, so don't throw us all under the bus, all right?
Boo. But we also expanded into a beauty line. So Tribe Beauty is a plant-based company that has a philosophy of, if you can't pronounce it and it's not from nature, we're not putting it in our products. And then from there, we kind of decided, well, I've been a Pilates instructor for over 20 years. I love fitness, and I decided that we should really launch some wellness products as well. So Tokes grew to Tribe Brands, and we've been going strong in New York City ever since.
How many years?
3 years.
Well, it's great. Hey, you know what they say? The first year, if you get out of the first year as a business, you're probably going to, well, they don't say if you're going to make it, but they do say you're on your way.
Truly. And if you can make it in New York City, absolutely, you can make it anywhere.
There you go. Absolutely. And I think it's funny that you brought in a Boston business partner, too, because, New York and Boston, we have this kind of rivalry because of the sports thing. You understand that, right?
I definitely do. Deja really is a New Yorker. I know she's from here, and her dad's a commercial lobsterman from Gloucester. And but she's really a New Yorker, and she actually brought me in. She actually founded the company, about 3.5 years ago, and we were lucky enough to meet at a New York City Women Grow event, and literally it wasn't even best friends. We just were like, we're going to make money together, and we just started doing that. So we're definitely friends. We're more like sisters, but through and through, we're together because we are here to push the movement and, make a living while we're doing it.
So What other products are they? Topicals? You mentioned one, the lotions, right? Are we also working in the CBD vaping community too?
Yeah, so we started out with Tokes 3 years ago with batteries. You know, the safe way to go. And literally, we got bombarded with people saying, like, what cartridge do we put on there? And so we decided to go ahead and get our hands dirty and get in the vaping business. And so what we did was we created a vape that was of the highest quality. And I know, Jimmy, what you're going to say. Everyone says that. I know everyone makes the best vapes, but truly we do. We don't cut corners. There's no fillers or anything. In fact, our vapes are luxury, and the price and the sticker, it says that, you know, it's a little bit more higher end. But the reason why is because we haven't been able to cut corners because we're not filling, we're not adding anything into it. It's just clean, organic CBD distillate, as well as whole cannabis plant terpenes to give you that entourage effect. It's like, ooh. And so we've had great success in the vaping business. And though there's been, you know, some trials and challenges along the way, we've still been selling the heck out of them. So, which really speaks for the brand and the quality. All of our stockists are like, thank God we have your product, because we feel really good about selling it in our store and to our customers and to our community. And listen, my sisters suck on my CBD vapes all day long. I am absolutely not going to give them anything that's going to hurt them, you know? I need them to listen to all my BS, you know what I'm saying? So.
Well, it's not BS, you know that. The endocannabinoid system exists in all of us, and it's looking for these kinds of chemicals to enhance our immune system and to fulfill our lives. I mean, that seems to be the way it goes. But I'm guessing also that you are concerned about the non-regulated illicit market out there that are using some of these fillers, and you know what's happened. So it's got to be, I'm sure the first question people ask you now is, are they safe?
Yeah, and I had someone hit me up on Instagram the other day and said, "Will I die if I use your vape?" So of course I called my lawyer, and he was like, "Well, don't tell them they're gonna die." And I'm like, "Okay, step one."
How much did that cost you? You could have called me. Okay, I would have told you that.
Seriously, but of course, we know what's in them. We have the relationship for the farm, and we go there and we see them and we're friends with them, and we have a dinner and we shake hands and send each other text messages that are non-vape related. We have a good relationship with our farmers, and then our extractors and our manufacturers, the same thing. They're our family, and so we go to the facilities, we hang out there. I've even filled a few carts myself, and so it's been a great opportunity for me to be able to kind of do a seed to sale, and so along the way we knew all of the ingredients there's only two ingredients. It's distillate and terpenes, and that's really it. So as far as me making claims and medical claims of it being safe or anything like that, I won't. But what I will tell you is that I use them regularly, and I send them to all my family for Christmas presents. Sorry, I hope that they're not watching now and know what they're going to get in their box. And I feel good about it.
I've only known you for a few minutes. They know what they're going to get for their Christmas gifts. Okay, from you.
Big facts, Jimmy. Big facts. So.
I was just talking to a vape company out of Waltham, Massachusetts, outside of Boston, and they were able to tell me they are a ceramic-based heating unit. Yes. Is yours? What is the heating unit of yours?
Ceramic.
So C-Cell and Jupiter Research kind of paved the way for this ceramic. Hang on a second. This is the announcement time where I get to fill and battle for the 2-hour, the 2-minute warning, the 2-hour warning before everybody goes home here. Back to the ceramic heating unit. The thing that I've understood, learned, and found out for myself, that you don't combust the oil, you get right to the point right before it, and the ceramic heating not guarantees, but it's a consistent temperature when it activates the concentrate for vapor.
Yes, that sounds correct. However, I think we can all do better. And so we're working with different manufacturers here in the United States. I mean, we all get our things from China, and that's where it's made. But we're working with some amazing new revolutionary technology to try to even do better than that. Because I think that the best way to set the standard is to be that person that goes the extra step. So we're here to raise the bar and help everyone do better and be better.
Do you support more regulation in your industry?
I do support more regulation in some ways, but I'm also very specific. We have to make our regulation affordable. And so that small businesses like myself, I'm a woman business, and my business partner and I work really hard, and we would want to keep doing this, but we're also scared that our government is going to make regulation out of our reach, and that's really effed up, and that's what concerns me. As far as health regulation, I don't believe in over-regulating, but I think it's really important to list all of the things that are there, to have lab testing, to have batch testing. Like, it's important. There are a lot of CBD companies out there, and I won't name them, but they're getting sued for not actually even real CBD in there, synthetic marijuana in CBD products. It's disgusting, and I want to expose that. That's not okay. We work very hard, and we have a high-end product, and we're not able to cut our margins because we're not filling or lying. So I hope our government can see that small businesses is the culture. The traditional market was the market before there was legalization, before any of this happened. So anybody that's been in the business for more than 5 years understands that it's a cultural thing too. So I think we should honor some of that as well.
What do you see the future bringing, both in your state of New York and federally? Are we going to see the cannabis sativa plant? Let's put the plant, because it is that plant that everybody gets their chemicals from. Are we going to see decriminalization or even legalization at the federal level? Just an opinion on it.
So, I've listened to a lot of great speakers, and I've had the honor of interviewing so many amazing people. And Bruce Linton and I were chatting one night in New York City, and he said, I don't think that they'll make it federally legal. I think that they first make it permissible, which I'm assuming is more of like a decriminalization, which I hope so, because we need our banking laws and legislation to be way better. It's disgusting, and that is one of the things that I'm really fighting for, is for the banking legislation. We have to push for that, because we can't make millions of dollars on cannabis if we have no place to put our money. And so that really drives the illicit market, because you're like, I want to make the money, but I have no place to put it, so I might as well make cash and put it in my mattress like my grandmother used to do. And so if we can really take the opportunity to push the federal government to at least give us a break, whatever that looks like, decriminalizing or making it federally permissible, allowing states to have their govern and make their own laws, that would be what I would hope for.
And it certainly looks that way. I think it's a riot now. It was Mitch McConnell who opened the Pandora's box with the passing of the Farm Bill to help out his Kentucky tobacco farmers to move them over to hemp.
Yep.
He even signed the bill with a hemp pen, which I have that picture and I use it because we do a weekly news video. But I'm amazed that now that the Safe Banking Act has passed the House by 2/3 margin, and it's now in Mitch's Senate.
Yes.
Okay, he doesn't know what the hell to do.
Sure.
He was in California 2 weeks ago hanging out with the cannabis folks, which I think is a riot unto itself. Wouldn't you love to have been a fly on the wall, or at least have a microphone?
Fly on the wall. I want to smoke a joint with him. I'm just saying, Mitch, if you're out there.
She's available to partake if you'd like to partake.
I love to educate and elevate.
That's it. And that seems to be a theme of a lot of small businesses. And the other thing I'm going to talk to you about right now, especially because you've already brought this up, is the role of the female in the cannabis industry. The gender sees an opportunity to really impact a wellness product that they see an opportunity, again, to not control so much, but to carve out a nice piece of the action, if you will. You must be, that's pretty proud. That drives you too, doesn't it?
Well, I am honored always 100% to be the ambassador of Women Grown for New York City. And so I'm a woman's advocate in the cannabis space first and foremost. Well, first and foremost, I'm a patient. Then I'm a woman's advocate in the cannabis space. We're tinkering on the line of, 20 or 30% of women are in the industry. And this is just the numbers that, you grab off the internet. I'm not sure exactly how much truth is there. Women and the plant are run parallel. And the reason why is, you think of the seeds, and the best weed in the entire world is a girl. And so I think that we have a connection to the plant that's very motherly and nurturing, and we see it as an opportunity to take that nurturing thought in a woman's body and be able to, again, educate and elevate. We as women have kind of been suppressed along the way and have had some challenges.
Kind of been suppressed along the way? How about taking advantage of and abused?
Yes, it's true, but I also want to remember that we have been very strong and we have pushed through all of that. So yes, but I think women have a great opportunity now to be a huge part of this industry. I don't believe in men and women not being equal. So I'm not saying women need to dominate the whole industry. I just like it to be 50-50. And I'm not going to actually stop until it's 50-50. So I probably will die, pushing this movement, because until women have 50% equity, I'm not going to ever stop, and I'm never going to shut up, and I'm not going to keep my opinions to myself. And I really feel an emotional connection to the cannabis plant.
How can people find your store, find you, and follow you, and stalk you, and all that stuff?
Oh my God. Well, I love Instagram, and I have a awesome page called Cannabis with KymB, and that page does really well. And what I do is I educate, elevate, and advocate for the plant on there. So that's super fun, and I'm always on, and I do all sorts of content, and from, the parties and the events to, products and reviews, and just some amazing people from the culture. I'm always bringing people on there. But Tribe Tokes, you can follow Tribe Tokes on Instagram, Tribe Brands on Instagram, products.Kymberly is our e-commerce site. We don't have actual retail store. I don't really want to be married to have to go to work every day. I like to work from home and travel to all these amazing events and get to hang out with amazing people like you, Jimmy. This has been really, really fun. So we have a wholesale showroom in the meatpacking district right on the High Line of New York City. So that's kind of our area. But we're always on Instagram and having a lot of fun there. So definitely check us out.
And KymB is KYM, isn't it not?
Yeah, so my name is Kimberly Byrnes, KymBerly. And then funny enough, my divorced name, which I kept, is Byrnes, because I really just felt like that was like a cool cannabis name. And I actually decided when I met my ex-husband, I was like, oh my God, that's the best weed smoking name ever, KymB Byrnes. And so I kept it. But there was actually a couple other Kyms in the networks, and one was a KymB as well. And she's like, I'll be Kimberly and you be KymB. And so that's kind of how the KymB came up. So
there you go. Hey, fun meeting you. Thank you so much for spending some time with us, and keep it going, because I think that you are in the right place, doing the right thing for the right cause, and I support whatever I can do to help you out.
Jimmy, because of men like you, women like me are able to be successful. So thank you so much for not just pushing the movement and giving a voice to everyone, but specifically for women. Thank you so much.
You bet. That's Kimberly Byrnes. I'm Jimmy Young. This has been In the Weeds, and remember, it's a whole new world of weed out there. Use it responsibly.
We are Pro Cannabis Media.